welcome everybody. This may be a bit of repetition for some of you, but someone asked me in the comments of one of the videos I'd done if I would show them how I actually made the masterboard. I thought I already have, but I mustn't have done, so I'm only going to use an A4 piece. Usually I use an A3, but with this A4 piece, I could cut it into 4 and I could have 4 pockets like that, or I could cut it into 4 and have 4 journaling cards. So only reason I'm doing this is to try and work out which way I want the bulk of the text to read. So I think probably that way, up and downy. So here are all my remnants from the ephemera I've been making. So there's lots of them, loads in fact. And some I just want to chop up. You know, there's no point putting that on, it's a whole big thing on its own. So let's chop that. Let's chop that there with the butterfly, and then there. And don't run scared of the bits that don't have much on them. You know, in the fullness of time, you could decorate those, you could stamp on them, whatever. So just use what you've got. Try not to be too picky and choosy. I'm just going through the bigger pieces here just to chop them up. And the text looks great on it as well. So have I got anything else of interest? Yes. There we go. So yeah, like I say, you know, just chop, chop, chop. That should do us to get started anyway. The Edith paper is particularly good to do this with because of course it's yellowed around the edges, so you get that lovely look to it. Right, so let's make a start then. Well, that's the way that says to go up because 76, so let's make a start with that. I'm going to glue mine down using glue. You can use glue stick, you know, whatever you've got, whatever you would normally use. But I am going to go over it at the end with matte medium, so that kind of sticks everything down that has missed the glue. So right up into that corner, there we go. Lovely. So we've started, we've made a start. Perhaps something like that down there. Yeah, why not? Oh, because it's got that on the other side. Let's use that then. So I tend not to stitch over my masterboards, but you absolutely can. You could do free motion embroidery or anything you like. That corner, oh yeah. I was going to say it isn't sticking, but I just hadn't stuck it down, I think. There we go. And don't worry if bits are hanging off the side, trim them up as we go, you know, on the back when we're finished. Bit of text I think is what's required next. So put that in there. Oh, that's a better one. So yeah, put that. So it does take a while to do masterboards, but you know, when it's finished you've got quite a few things from it. So just put that up there. If you can put them up, so much the better. I don't like overlapping things unless I have to, and sometimes you have to. But I like to put things up more so. Probably a bit of text or something in there, maybe. Just looking through what I've got. Oh, I've got that one. Yeah, why not? Why not? Sometimes you'll have a look and you'll have mainly just text. That's fine. It's okay. You can stamp, you can stick butterflies on, put ribbon, lace, anything you like. So having all text is not a bad thing. So there we go. And something for down here. Something like that. Lovely. Oh. Yeah, always pays to look on the back of your pieces, because sometimes it's just perfect. And it's something I'm a bit guilty of, actually. I see what's on the face side, just go with it. But yeah, sometimes you've just look on the back and you'll be surprised. There we go. So I'm working across in sequence. Some people dot it around. I just like to work out as I'm going. What shall I put there? No. I've got a nice plainish bit that I could put there. Yeah, I'll put that there. Like I say, with these plainish bits, the world's your oyster. Get your stamps out. Or you could leave it. I mean, you know, don't have to decorate it. Yeah, put that there. Lovely. Okay. Right, let's see what we want at the top. Up there. That piece is nice with all the yellow in. Oh, you see? What did I tell you? Always look on the other side. Let's try a different piece. Yeah, I'm going for that. So if you're not doing a video, this can be quite a mindful thing to do, actually. I like doing it. Just take your time, select your pieces. There's no rush. I think, as I say, there's no rush. I know that a lot of us are rushed. You know, you've got to do it before the kids come home from school, before your husband comes home from work, you know, before the grandchildren descend on you, whatever it is. So I know, as I'm saying that, I know that there is a lot of, you know, some people do have to do things quickly. Right, I'm going to put that piece there. It's overlapping that piece, but that's okay. And I'm just using quite thin paper to stick this onto, because I don't like, unless I'm doing tags, I don't like them being too thick. So I'm going to get that on there, level with that and level with the bottom. There we go. Lovely. So I'm going to put another piece up here. Maybe that piece. I don't know. What else have I got? I've got this one with the butterfly on. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So you can see to do an A3 piece, it does take a little while. But, you know, just think about nice things and it'll be done in a trice. There we go. Right, so I've got this in the middle, so I need a sort of largish piece if I have one. I don't think I have a piece that's that large. So I'm going to have to use 2 pieces. So I can put that piece there, and what we're going to put there. What about this one? Well, that then will be on its side, but I'm not overly concerned about that. That's okay. And then we can put that there. Yeah, that's fine. Sometimes you just have to put pieces on the side. You know, it's not the end of the world. It's quite nice actually, adds a bit of interest. It always catches your eye, something that's different. If it's all the same, yeah, you know, your eye looks at it, says that's nice, but nothing, it doesn't catch anything. Whereas something that's kind of wrong in a weird sort of way, so I'm putting that there, and then I'm going to put this piece over there like that, and I just want to cut that about there. I try not to cut pieces when I'm doing oh, what's on the back? Oh, something on the back. When I'm doing collage like this, I like to test myself with all the pieces I've got. I might save that, you know, it's too nice. It's too nice. What about this piece here? That's grand, let's do that. So I don't know what you use for your decoupage. Yes, that's the word. I use matte medium. If you use Mod Podge, that's fine, use Mod Podge. If you don't use any of those things but use sort of Aleene's or something like that, then just water it down a little bit. I was going to cut these off because they're starting to stick to my media board, which is not what I want. Yeah, just use your PVA glue, your Aleene's or whatever you use, and water it down, about 2 parts glue to 1 part water, and that will do the job. I'll show you when we come to that stage. Don't throw those out, they're too good. Oh, coming along, it's looking lovely. So I want something for up there. How about that? Oh, that's still got a fluffy end on. So if I put that there, like that, yep. Just put that up to there. Just make sure that's stuck down. It doesn't look very well stuck down to me. There we go. So I'm thinking this piece here might go there. That's going to look nice. Let's do that. So the whole upshot of this really is don't be too fussy. That's what I'd say. So let's line that up there and up there. There we go. There we are. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. So that's 2/3 done. We've just got a little bit to go. What's this big piece here? Oh, it's just nothing and something. I haven't got too much of just text on here. We'll have a look and see what we've got. There we go. Right, what have I got in the world of text? I've got that. That could go there. let's do that. It has got that on the other side, but actually at this moment I'm more desperate for text than little images, so I'll go for the text side. And just pop that up there, and it just breaks everything up with a bit of text. Lovely. Great. So now I've got this that was off that lovely bird. Oh my goodness, I love that bird. And that's just going to fit in there like a dream. It's a bit like a jigsaw, that's what I keep saying. Bernice is the lady on our group who does jigsaws, so I'm sure she's absolutely flying with masterboards. At the moment she's put her pieces of Edith, pages of Edith, somewhere very safe and she can't find them. Isn't that just like the thing? Honestly, you've got something that you really treasure and you think, oh, I'll put that, you know, such in a place and it'll be safe, you know, it won't get bent and it'll be there for when I want it, and then you can't remember where you put it. It's so typical. I'm just looking through my bits. That's quite nice. Yeah, that's nice. I'm just going to cut that about there. Stick that on. Oh, it's got that on the back as well. Double trouble. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's joined me of late. An ongoing thank you to those of you who have stayed with me throughout, you know, well, the years now actually. I appreciate you all. I genuinely appreciate you all. I'm going to put that bit up there. Well, let's see if I can find a... I'm running out of bigger bits actually. That's my problem. How big is that? Yeah, that might go there. Let's try that. Yeah, you know, it makes a huge difference to us. It really does. And at the moment I feel like there's a lot of people engaged in this Edith project. You know, you're leaving me lots of lovely messages, which I read every single one, and love to read them. There we go. Let's put that down. I need something for up there. How about that? That's nice and bright. It's a bit easier doing this collage board, masterboard, whatever it is. When you've got larger pieces, there's quite a lot of this stuff that's just strips, and there's not, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. It's just the way it is. Because, you know, don't go cutting into your new pages to get stuff to make collages with. You'll generate lots as we go along. Right, so that, would that go there? It's a bit too long. And it's not wide enough for there. No. Oh dear. Running out of stuff. What about that piece? That's quite a biggish piece. It's not quite wide enough, but it would go there. And let's just leave in just a tiny little bit there. Right, I'm going to put that there then. That's what I'm going to do with that. There we go. That up to that piece. Lovely. So we are nearly finished. Nearly finished. I think I'm going to put that piece there. I like it. The thing is, if you make pockets, you know, you lose a little bit of it because you've got gussets. If you're making gusset pockets, you do lose some, definitely. Just going to get that right up to the edge. And it overlaps these two, but that's fine. Right. Nearly there, nearly. I've got this piece. That piece would fit in there quite nicely. Let's do that. Lovely. So I've just got these two little bits to do, and I've got that piece that I could fit in there perfectly. Oh, actually I like the other side better. There we go. It's just going to overlap everything, but that's fine. It'll just add a bit of strength to it. And I need something for down there. So what have I got? Not quite wide enough. What about this piece? Yes, that is perfect. So let's do that. I think it's questionable whether I would have had enough to do an A3. I don't think I would. But by the time I've done the ephemera for this next signature, I think we'll have enough then to do an A3. So I'm just going to run that up the side there. Actually, I might just bring it down a little bit over onto there. There we go. Put some glue up there. So there we have it. There's our masterboard, done and dusted. So it's not complicated. Might be a little time consuming. I've got all of these remnants left, which I'll put in a box and keep until we've generated some more remnants and make another masterboard. So let's just trim this down. And then I'm going to put the next layer onto it. I think pretty much I'll keep those three. You never know, sometimes you just need a tiny little bit, but these ones can go out. My goodness, throwing something out. So I'm just going to go and get a brush and I'll be straight back. Right, so what I'm going to use is this, and this is Liquitex. It's by a company called Liquitex, and it's matte medium. See there, it says matte medium. Now, there's lots of companies do matte mediums. Every paint company does a matte medium. But as I was saying to you, you don't need something this posh, to be honest. Mod Podge, if that's what you're using, just don't use it full strength. You don't really have to. Just dilute it half and half, or 2 parts Mod Podge, 1 part water, something like that. That will do fine. So I'm using this. I've got it, so I'm going to use it. It's all gunked up around there. And I'm just going to spread it out on my page, and if I need any more I can put some more out, but I'm pretty sure that's enough. I'm using a foam applicator. I just think it works quite well. And put your Mod Podge on, or your matte medium, whatever, and try and put it on in different directions, because it's a glue. It is ostensibly a glue. So by going in different directions, you'll get all your corners pushed down that might otherwise be thinking of rising, because we don't want that. So I might just need another little bit over here. Just go down, go across, make sure you've got it into anywhere that might have been thinking about lifting. There's just this little bit down here to do. There we are. So that's that Mod Podged or matte mediumed. So I'm just going to wait for that to dry. It doesn't take long. This is basically a constituent part of acrylic paint, and you know how quickly that dries. So it doesn't take very long at all by the time I've gone to wash my brush out, which you must do instantly. If you don't, you've wrecked it. You can't get it out afterwards. So I'll go and wash my brush out, maybe apply a little bit of heat to that if necessary, and then we'll chop it up and see what we've got. Okay, so I reckon that's dry, or close enough to it anyway for what we need. Right, so that measures 11 3/4. So half of that is 5 1/2 and 3/8. No, that's not right. Half of 11 is 5 1/2, and then I've got 3/4, so I need another 3. Yeah, 5 7/8. Yeah, I reckon that's 5 7/8. Oh dear me. So let's cut that anyway at 5 7/8. We can't be that far out. So there we are. Let's make sure we've got that sort of straight there, because sometimes it can pull slightly out of shape. So let's put that down there. And then in this country, A4 measures 8 1/4, so I want to do that at 4 1/8. So I am literally quartering up my page, that's all I'm doing. There we are. And this one at 4 1/8. 4 1/8. There we go. Lovely. So now we have turned one piece of paper into 4, and they should all be, look at that, they're all pretty similar. Excellent. Oh, they're nice as well. That one's gorgeous. Right, so what I'm going to do is what I do to every pocket pretty much that I make, which is make some gussets on it, which allows us to put lots of things into the pocket. So I don't think that I need to fold that top over. It's quite thick as it is. I don't think anything's going to happen to that. So I'm going to leave the top as is and put a 1/2 inch gusset everywhere else around it. So on the side and on the bottom. I'm just going to make that up and see what I think it looks like. So I'm going to do my mitering business. And on the top, this one, because the top's not being folded in, I'm just going to cut a little mitre like that, because sometimes otherwise you can see it and it doesn't look nice. So cut into the corner and out again, into the corner and out again. And then I'm just going to fold this up and have a look, see what it looks like. So this is quite thick, so it needs to be burnished as you go, I would say. And if you come across any bits that aren't stuck down, that you've missed, just stick them down as you go. No one's ever going to know. There we go. So, oh, look at that. How nice is that? That's gorgeous. I love it. So I just need to stitch around there, and then we've got a beautiful pocket. That's really nice. Out of scraps. Don't forget, this was the remnants. These were the offcuts that were destined for the bin. but we saved them and look what we've got. So it's always worth doing that, worth saving your bits. So I'm going to leave the top, which is this bit here, without scoring it, and I'm just going to score. That's not even 1/2 inch. I don't know what I'm doing that for. That's 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. Lovely. So that's 3 sides, not the top. And then once again, I'm just going to mitre that up to the mark, the score line, like that. Cut my corners. And then just burnish them in. Like so. And this one, I can't wait to see what this one looks like. I'm quite excited. Oh, that's lovely too. They really are lovely. They're gorgeous. So I'm going to carry on doing that with the remaining 2 pockets that I've got. I'm going to ink round them and stitch them, and then I'll come back to you and you can see what you think. Yeah, that way. So I'll see you in a sec. So there we are. We have taken something that was genuinely scraps, this stuff here, all of this, offcuts from making the ephemera, and we've turned it into something really useful. They're just gorgeous. There we are. 4 beautiful pockets like that, ready to either embellish further. You know, you could put ribbon, lace, anything you like, flowers, buttons, anything. But you have got 4 beautiful pockets there, just as they are. If you don't want to do anything else to them, they're still lovely. This one happens to be my favourite. I love that one. I quite like all this blank space on it, actually. It's really nice. But they're all nice and they're all very, very usable, which they weren't when they were in the raw state like that. So I hope you give it a go. Try not to rush. Try and just enjoy the act of doing it. And now we've got 4 more pockets ready to go in our basket. So our basket's it's got lots of stuff in it already. Ooh. Still a ways to go though. So we'll make a start on the next signature. Well, it's the next couple of signatures really, in the next video. And see what we come up with for those. So thanks for joining me. I hope for the lady who asked about masterboards that helps in some way. And I shall see you all very soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye.